Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Smits. 5 to shoot. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And that gets us rolling. Whew. What a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
First team foul.
Here's Larkin. They set the screen from the top of the key. That one's wide left. Shoots. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. The home team on D. It's a three-point game. That shot is off.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
Pulls it. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
Pass to Ward. Lets it go from deep. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Larkin no good.
Just 1 of 4 from the floor, not the start they were looking for here.
Here's Nora. Pass to Larkin. Here's Poirier. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Smits. Can't nail the jumper.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
The 3. Pure from three-point range. It's a tie ball game.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Larkin passes to Smits. And the shot goes. Smits has got his second basket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to Ward. Knocks it down from distance. He has 6.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Smits. Three-pointer. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Hayes with a screen. Takes a 3. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Here's Larkin. Lets the 3 fly. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now. From outside the arc. They get the rebound. Stolen by Thompson. Poke loose. Oh, there's the alley. In transition, here they come. Here's Poirier. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. A minute 15 left in the first. They set a pick. And he drives in. And that one drops for him.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Here's Larkin. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Nora. No points yet. And another shot. Here's Smits. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. First free throw is good. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Nora, pass to Poirier. Oh, just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, came up empty. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's the drive.
Oh, man, exploding to the rim.
Yep, makes the simple play.
Yeah, he still made it look good, though.
Here's Larkin. Stolen. And they're on the run. And laid in to finish off the break. He's got 13.
Defense leading to offense. I love it. Nice job reading the situation and finding a way to swipe the rock.
The 3 from Thompson. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And that does it for the first quarter. They're up by 6. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
They set the pick. Bryant from deep three-point land. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. He takes it in. Count it.
Smooth reverse. He knew just what he was doing there.
Cuts off the pass. Here's Bryant. Long range from the inbound. Another miss. He's 0 for 2 now. To the wing on the left. And there's the screen. Out to the wing. The 3. Herrera, no good.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And there's the rejection. From downtown, Poirier with the rebound. Poirier's got his 5th rebound in this one. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Bryant, no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Launches it from deep. Poirier with the rebound. Poirier's got 6 rebounds here tonight. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
When it comes to winning big, basketball acumen is the difference. LeBron James said, quote, in the final 2 rounds of the playoffs, what's going to separate teams is IQ. There's moments in the game that a coach can't prepare you for, where you have to make adjustments right away. It's not experience, it's IQ.
He would know, Allie. Thanks. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game. No good on the triple.
This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
For three.
2 minutes remaining.
And it's Smits with a rebound.
I tell you what, for him, this has been a game to forget. But somehow they still find themselves with the lead.
And here's Bryant outside. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Herrera. Beyond the arc. And it's Smits with a rebound.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Offensive rebound. Poirier. Blocked. Drops in the three. He's got 5.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to Smits. .58 seconds left in the half. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. He shoots. Nice touch on the shot from close range.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Bryant outside, and there's a pick. The 3 is up. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
Pass to Herrera. There's the triple. No good that time. Herrera's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. Here's Poirier. Got a hand on it. Here's Herrera. From deep. Doesn't go that time. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Up 9. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Bench Bob. They've been on one, giving those starters a breather, and it's providing instant offense.
All right, and now that we are... Thanks for tuning in.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. The three-pointer off the mark. Here's Poirier. Pass to Smits. Down low. Here's Nora. The layup off target. They set the pick. From behind the arc. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Larkin with the bucket.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Trying to make up ground here.
And with plenty of time left, you want to play with urgency, but not desperation.
Pass to Poirier. He got a piece of it. Here's Ward. Yet to see a basket. And it's off from three-point range. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
First team foul.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. The 3 from Thompson.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
And he that one up and powers it through.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Larkin with the bucket.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Defended by Thompson. Fires from deep. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Now here's Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Inside, Hayes. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Their defensive effort is certainly lacking since halftime. They need to wake up.
2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Finished off the break. 21 points in the game.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Now here's Thompson. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Good on the bucket.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Fast break. Here we go.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And he lays it up and in. 1.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter here. From the arc. And it's Smits with a rebound. Smits has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's Nora. Jacks up a 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First team foul.
No good on that one.
Shooting for the away team. At the line for 2.
And no good on the second free throw. So 0 for 2 there.
Rare sight. How often does he fail to capitalize at the line?
Pass to Poirier. And here is Thompson. And there's the drive. Over to the wing. Poirier passes to Larkin. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. Another shot. And it's good on the layup. Poirier's got 9 points.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
Defended by Thompson. Fires the 3. Nora grabs the board. On the wing, Thompson. This one for 3. Doesn't go for him.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
There's a screen from deep 3-point range. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 11, and we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
To me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Pass to Hayes. For 3. Sinks it from distance.
3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning. have not stopped.
Here's Nora. Here's Poirier. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And he's now got the double-double.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Inside. And down it goes. Jam that one home. And that's a double-double for him now.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Here's Larkin, using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
And the 3 off target.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Oh, ripped away. They push it up 4 on 3. And finished off by Hayes.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Pass to Poirier. And stolen by Hayes. And here they come. Wide open look. And it's Smits with a rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Larkin, shooting 1. Substitution on the court.
They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Poirier passes to Bryant. Here's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Pass to Hamas. Here's Herrera. Clock at 6. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter here. Smits passes to Bryant. Off target from the baseline.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Kept alive. Covered by Bryant. Pass to Herrera. Takes the 3. He can't get that one to fall. Herrera's gone just 1 for 7 shooting tonight. A minute 20 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Smits. Here's Poirier. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Poirier's got 4 points in the quarter.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Bullseye!
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Puts it up. It's rebounded by Herrera.
And that's a low percentage shot, and I'm sure he knows it.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Personal foul. First team foul.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And rejected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. Five on the clock. No good with the triple.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yeah, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Releases. No good there, off the double clutch. The visiting club takes the win on the road. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On the sidelines, it's David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Hayes, and it's Biberovic in at the two-guard spot. To the paint. Here's Melly, banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Nora.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
First team foul.
Here's Thompson. Puts up a deep three. Birch grabs the board. Pass to Biberovic. The putback. Thompson with the rebound. Here's Larkin. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Baldwin. He's covered by Thompson. Here's Birch. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. On the wing, Thompson. Pulls from the top of the key and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Here's Baldwin. Beyond the arc. And no good that time. Here's Larkin, covered by Hayes. Larkin can't get it to go. Here's Birch. Misses the layup. Birch has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Nice shot by Larkin.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Larkin's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Here's Baldwin. Poirier grabs the miss.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Larkin, the pass to Thompson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And he sinks the second. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Baldwin looking for the opening. Gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Larkin. Going inside. Here's Poirier. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
They get a hand on it. Thompson outside. Here's Nora, covered by Hayes. Thompson from long range. And it's Melly with the rebound.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Biberovic connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 5 now. Here's Baldwin. He's in the post. Here's the break. Up the floor. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Melly. Pass to Baldwin. Over Thompson. Baldwin can't get it to go. Inside. Now Hayes. Out to the right wing. Stolen by Thompson. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. Harkin can't get it to go. Jacks up a 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Baldwin's got his second basket of the game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Poirier. Birch grabs the board. Here's Biberovic for the 3. The shot, no good. So it's a tie game as we end the first. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Clock at 6. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Over to the wing. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. On Sunday, then on Thursday.
At the line for the away team, number 21, 2 shots.
First free throw is good. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. It's rebounded by Gutteridge. Lets the 3 fly. Poirier grabs the miss. Poirier's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's tipped, and the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others not so much. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
When you look at this visiting team, they're sort of cemented in this spot right now. Playing decent basketball, but not quite well enough to make up any ground and get into that next tier.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Driving inside. And good that time. Down low. Pass to Smits. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lets it go from deep. That one, no good. Outside, Bryant. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
That three off the mark. Pass to Poirier. Here's Smits. Back to Bryant from outside the arc. That shot off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Stolen.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
From past the arc. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
To halt the run, and it's good on the way in. There's 1:40 left in the first half of the game. Here's Smits. The kick out to Bryant. To the inside. Here's Poirier. Guarded by Marjanovic. And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Fires from deep. The shot, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
They grabbed their own miss. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. 59 seconds left in the first half. Shoots a three. That shot is off. Here's Colson. Still scoreless. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. We've got 33 seconds left here in the second. Pass to Bryant. And there's the drive. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. It's a 5-point game. Here's Gutteridge. It's deflected. Gets it off. And we are not going to halftime just yet.
You know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this. Still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
And they're keeping the call as is. It was close, but he had not released it before the clock had expired.
Yeah, still better safe than sorry. I think they did the right thing to take another look at it. And if it's so close that you can't tell by the naked eye, might as well go to the slow-mo.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. They lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Well,
These are very early returns, but even so, you can see who the fans are excited to see play.
So let's dig into that first half now, and what was a very solid performance for the home team.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like it. That'll do it for our show today.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We've got Thompson, and it's Larkin in at the shooting guard. Here's Melly, and it's Smith with the rebound. Smits has got his 4th rebound in this one. We've got Hayes, and it's Birch in at the center, locking down the middle. Poirier passes to Smits.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Here's Biberovic, and it's off from three-point range.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
Baldwin the pass to Melly.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Shooting for the away team.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for 2.
That one misses. Here's Hayes. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Pass to Poirier. They set the pick. Here's Smits. Shot clock at 6. Here's Nora. Offensive rebound. The 3. It's rebounded by Baldwin. Nora's gone 1 of 3 on the night. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
He takes it in. A nice shot by Baldwin. Baldwin's gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. Here's Thompson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Thompson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Baldwin, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
The 3. The second chance effort. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on the 2nd free throw. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Thompson surveying the floor.
2 minutes.
Pass to Nora. Now here's Thompson. He has 7, down to 5 on the shot clock. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Birch kicks to Hayes. From downtown, gets the 3-pointer to fall. Hayes has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Birch the pass to Hayes. 1:15 left to play here in the third. Pass to Melly. Here's Biberovic. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Larkin. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Baldwin. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Birch. Pulls up on the wing. Poirier grabs the miss.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
The 3 ball. Baldwin can't get it to go. Here's Thompson. It's good from about 19 feet. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Up by 6. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Thompson is out there with Larkin, and it's Smits in the power forward. Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well during the break I was able to catch the message the visiting team coach gave to his team. He was not pleased. He said, you guys look dead out there. He told them they've got to play with more activity. And then he said, this is not going to cut it. I have to see who's going to step it up. Guys.
Thanks, David. Good on the bucket.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
To the right side. Pass to Baldwin. The tray. They get it back. Janovic.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Tries a three. A rebound by Marjanovic.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Puts up a three. Rebound by Johnson. Baldwin's gotten only one of his threes to drop for him. He's got 5 attempts. And he gets it to go.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Inside, it's stolen by Johnson. And here's the fast break. Pass to Willis. And it's Willis finishing it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Biberovic. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, you know what's going to happen when he gets a good look. The defense has got to run him off the line.
Johnson with a screen for Marjanovic. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Willis has got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Melly. He's guarded by Johnson. A nice shot by Melly.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Melly's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Johnson the screen. Here's Bryant. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, Willis. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's Biberovic. Drills it from outside.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
It's stolen by Marjanovic. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Launches it from deep. Unable to get that one. Pass to Baldwin. Releases. And Willis pulls it down.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work at the mid-range area.
Johnson. And it's Melly with the rebound. Willis with it. Good work there as it goes. Willis has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Here's Baldwin. Defended by Bryant. A shot by Biberovic. No good. Fast break. Here they come. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
That one good for 2. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And here is Johnson. Fires the 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. Here's Baldwin. Defended by Bryant. It's good from beyond the arc.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Johnson sets the screen for Bryant, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory.
The NBA on 2K Sports, presenting an exciting Monday night game. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Nico Melli is out there with Boban Marjanovic. Then there's Hayes, and it's Biberovic in at the two guard. Three-pointer, no good. Here's Baldwin. Misses the floater. From deep. It's Hayes with the rebound. Here's Baldwin. There's the three. With the second effort, got a piece of it. And they're pushing it up. The three is up. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. We played just over a minute here in the first. To the left side wing. Here's Baberovic. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Pass to Hayes. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Here's the three. It's hauled in by Baberovic.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Baldwin's shot is off. Here's the break. For three. Hits the three-pointer. 6 points for him.
Now, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Here's Baldwin. Pass to Melly. To the inside from 8 feet away. And he can't bank that one in.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
And a miss there on the triple. And a nice finish on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Marjanovic.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
Down low. It's Hayes with the rebound. To the paint.
Gliding the pass to where it needed to be.
Wow, a strong finish to seal the deal. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Baldwin. Still no points. Off target from outside.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Baberovic. Fires for three. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 5 rebounds in the game. And he lobs it up top.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
It's a 4-point ball game. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Marjanovic. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. And here's the fast break. And finished off by Hayes.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Jacks up a 3. Baberovic can't get it to go. Baberovic has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. The 3 knocks down the long J.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Tipped away. Out left to the wing. Here's Melly. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Ward. And that's not going to go. that does it for the first quarter. Up 9, and we'll return shortly. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
Launches it. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Now here's Birch, tightly guarded. Three-pointer off the mark. Fires the 3. Can't get it to drop. And about a minute gone in the second quarter. Pass to Guduric. From outside, off the mark. In transition, here they come. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
That one's good for 2. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Pass to Herrera. Puts up a 3. Hits the trifecta.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Guduric. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. From the arc. He drops it from range.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Here's the pick. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The visitors with the ball. 8-point game. Pass to Birch. Fires from the corner. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot. What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes.
The 3 ball. Guduric with the rebound. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. And they're on the run. Right wing. They set the pick. 3-pointer. That shot is off. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Drops in the 3.
Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
To the left wing. C. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Back to Birch. Tries a 10-footer. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Birch has got his first points of the night. Pass to Hamas. Here's Herrera. Here's Hamas. They set the screen. 4-3. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Birch with it. It's deflected. 23 seconds left in the second quarter. Launches a three. Herrera, no good. Here's Goodrich. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. The first one falls.
Two shots.
It's both from the stripe. 11 seconds left in the first half. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Herrera. Fires from deep. Not going to go that time. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Up 4. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Oh, man, it's a hot dog.
And focusing now on our current game, it's been a hard-fought battle so far for the home team. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Buries it down low. He's got 11.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Boban Marjanovic out there with Nico Melli. Then there's Hayes, and it's Beberovic in at the 2. And it's good for 2.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Pass to Melli. Here's Baldwin. No good on the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And there it is for him.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
And here's Hayes. Here's Beberovic. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Baldwin. Takes the 3. And Ward pulls it down.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night. Great play calling, great execution. Leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. No good again that time.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Here's Melli. Out to the right wing.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
First team foul.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
Here's Ward. Count it. Ward's got his third bucket of the night.
Their defense is getting run off the floor right now.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt. It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
That shot wide open. 14 points for him.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Driving in.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
There's a screen.
2 minutes remaining.
Fires the three. Sinks the tray.
They are shooting the lights out and doing a good job of maintaining this lead.
Here's Baldwin. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, the defender really went after him.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. Doris, coaching is a difficult job. You think they're judged unfairly?
I do, PA. I think they go into any circumstance, and it's largely contingent on what is the strength of the organization. What's your ownership like? What is their commitment level to winning? What is your front office and the decision-making process like? But we all know this. Like, the coaches ultimately are the ones who are judged by wins and losses. They know that going in.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has to be a threat. All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see, and your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker." Teams have to respect that.
No doubt, Allie. Thank you.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is. This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
At the line for the away team.
First free throw is good. Good on both. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. And there's a pick. Drills it from deep. 13 points in the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And finished off by Hayes.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession. I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter, he has been completely bothered. And I'll tell you, a tough first half puts it in the rear view. The shooting percentage starting to reflect that.
Here's Melly. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
First team.
8 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Driving inside. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
They've got Hayes, Boban Marjanovic out there with Nico Melli, and it's Baberovic in at the 2. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Pure from three-point range.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
On target from range.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
The shot It's Hayes with the rebound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. No coverage that time. 20 points for him.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Pass to Guduric. And rejected. In transition, here they come. And they're running. Poked loose. Now here's Birch. 6 to shoot. Fires in the triple.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Substitution on the court.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. The three is up. Rebounded by Birch. Here's Guduric. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
Assist goes to Birch.
And the league has made it clear, Grant, it sees streaming at the forefront of basketball viewing going forward.
Well, B.A., it's a no-brainer. The internet is the future, after all, and streaming opens a lot more options for engaging with fans while they watch. Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Stayed with it, but couldn't get it to fall. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Here's Herrera. Can't hit from in close. Herrera's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. Over to the wing. Pass to Birch. That's tipped. A minute 50 left in the final quarter. And there's the screen. Here's Herrera. Three-pointer. The offensive rebound. Inside. 5 on the clock. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Old team foul. 0. Second personal foul. First team foul.
A minute 20 left in the fourth. Here's Birch. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second team foul.
Well, when you list the best players in the NBA right now, Doris, most of the top guys are from outside the U.S.
BA, I don't know why that is. There's a lot of theories out there, one of which is the 1992, the initial Dream Team, so captivated the imagination of fans across the world. So I think that's part of it. We have to love that the game of basketball is so popular in countries outside of the United States, and we would be making a mistake if we did not give the league the credit it deserves for wanting to grow the game internationally. It has not been solely and exclusively focused here in the United States. They want everyone to love the game as much as we do.
There's a screen by Birch. And he drops it in from the low post.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Pass to Herrera from behind the arc. Rebounded by Birch.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Personal foul. Third team
Man,
foul.
good whistle there.
Shooting for the away team.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
He's guarded by Birch. And so the home crowd treated to a win. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort.
Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. We've got the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Thompson is out there with Larkin, and it's Poirier in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Good, nice job down low.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Here's Nwora. Takes a three. That shot off. Takes it inside. Drops in the layup for two. He has 5.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And they can breathe a little easier on their 4th shot. They finally hit the target.
And stolen by Thompson. All alone. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Latrey. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. He hangs. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul, first team foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
So he gets them both.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's Larkin. Pass to Nwora. Off target from 3-point range. And their offense is really cooking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's Larkin. Thompson passes to Poirier. There's a screen. It's good from long range.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
1:57 left in the first. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Poirier grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Smits passes to Nwora. To the paint, lets it go from 11. A nice shot by Poirier. Poirier's got 5.
Jordan. Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
He's covered by Thompson. 1:11 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Hayes. Here's Ward. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Smith's good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
He's covered by Thompson. Good. He's got 8. Here's Larkin. Still yet to score. There's 38 seconds left here in the first quarter. Misses from short range. They set the screen. Drives to the hoop. Low. Thompson with the rebound.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Deflects the pass, and the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball called.
One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Leading by a point. And don't go away. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
Substitution on the court.
Six to shoot. Driving the lane. Pass to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Low, defended by Bryant. Pass to Ward. Beyond the arc. Create grabs the miss. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter.
Team foul. First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
To the inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Poirier's got 7.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
That one good for 2. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Outside, Bryant. Here's the 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's Herrera. Off target with his 3. Here's Poirier. 7 points in the game. Herrera grabs the board. Driving in. Count it.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. To the middle. Here's Poirier. Misses the hole and he's now 3 for 4. Pass to Herrera. Swiped it away. Fires it up. Goes back up. And it's Smith's missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
On the wing, Bryant. There's 1:40 left in the first half of the game. Just 5 to shoot on Thursday and then on Tuesday.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Herrera passes to C. Here's Herrera. Nailed from three-point land. Herrera's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Trying to end the drought. No good on the layup. Sai. Poirier grabs the miss.
I'm not sure what happened there. His family's in the building. I don't know. You have to finish those.
Inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Poirier's got 4 points this quarter.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Oh, yes, the turnaround. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Smits. Pass to Poirier.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Second team foul.
Here's Poirier. 9 points in the game so far, and a miss there off the inbound.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Smits.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay this time around? But you just never know.
And so that's the end of the first half. They lead by 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those.
And we've got the playoff. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. With the teardrop to the left wing, down low. Low, 4 on the shot clock. Good on the triple. 8 points for him.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Larkin out there with Thompson. And it's Nora in at the 3 slot. Poirier. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. Little shot fake there, got the D out of position.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Right wing. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Nora. hasn't made one yet. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. There's the triple. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. Poirier passes to Nora. Here's Poirier, covered by Hayes. Shot clock at 5. Thompson in the corner. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Low. Cans it from downtown.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
They grab their own miss. Nora, the pass to Poirier. Here's Smits. A three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. Looked good from here. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Larkin can't get it to go.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. A minute 42 left to play here in the third. Larkin kicks to Thompson. A three. Rebounded by Ward. Thompson's got 1 3-pointer tonight in 4 tries. Poirier grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
1:09 left in the third quarter. Here's Ward. And it's Smith with the rebound.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Thompson in the posts. Pass to Smits. The high post shot. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Ward, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Ward's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
There's a good screen. Here's Smits. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Poirier passes to Smits, banked in off the glass.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
We've got Thompson, and it's Smits in at the force line. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. A 3 ball. Nice shot by Larkin. Larkin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Thompson right side. Larkin looking it over. To the inside. It's deflected. Here's Ward. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turned over.
Horrible mistake right there. You hate to see unforced turnovers like that.
So both teams changing it up here. So it's the visitors now. A 12-point game. No good on the wing three. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Defended by Bryant. Pass to Herrera. Clock at 6. And the officials have called the illegal screen right there.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Now here's Bryant. 20 feet out. Herrera grabs the board.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Puts up a three. And it's Smith with the rebound. Smith has got 6 rebounds in the game. From down in the low post, it goes. Bryant's got his first 2 points of the night.
You got to do more than that to keep the ball out of his hands down low.
Agreed. He's just too dominant inside. So you're better off stopping him from getting the ball in the first place.
A floater. No good on the shot. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea just give themselves a little bit of a break. He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Into the lane. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Side. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Richard, who do you think is the most impactful player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second, and third. The ratings say that. The money says that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most impactful player in the NBA. I couldn't hit them all, and they need every point they can get.
1:24 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Herrera. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. Nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity, always a plus. They maintain focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
The opposition had no answer for them. The way they attacked them relentlessly was so impressive, man. That was a good win.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. A nice shot by Poirier. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Herrera. "16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. From past the arc. That shot, no good. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Hello and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday evening. Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Here's Babarovic, an easy two on the layup.
Coming out swinging and hitting the game's first bucket.
Well, for us, it'll be interesting. Can they keep that kind of pace up all game long?
Here's Nora. Cranked it in off the glass.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Knocks it loose. For the finish. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Baldwin's shot is off.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Melly. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Thompson. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Here's Baldwin. Uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Here's Poirier. Pass to Smits. Misses the jumper from the wing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Here's Baldwin. And a strong finish with two hands.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him. This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Pass to Nora. There's the triple. Melly with a rebound. Here's Baberovic. Nails it from beyond the arc. Baberovic has got 5.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Home team foul. Hayes. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Larkin. Shot is up. And he can't get that one. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in.
Away team foul. Thompson. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Baldwin. From deep. And it's Smits with a rebound. Here's Poirier. Pass to Larkin. From downtown. The shot no good. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Thompson. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
They get the rebound. Pass to Baberovic. Here's Baldwin. Here's Baberovic. He's got 5. 4 on the clock. To the middle. Second chance effort. And he sinks the layup.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Smits. No points so far. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Wing shot on the way. Baberovic can't get it to go.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down. Now with 2 fouls here in the...
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
The play will be reviewed. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
We've got 33 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Larkin. No good, and that makes him 0 for 3. Ball stolen. In transition. Here's Nora. Oh, a huge slam. An exclamation point on that break.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. He gets it up. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. And it looks...
The previous play is under review.
The basket off in time or not.
And, of course, they want to make sure it was the right call, but I'm not sure how much it'll impact this game. We'll see.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
There's so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Thompson outside. Pass to Larkin. 3 on the clock. Buries it from 3.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that
one. On Thursday, and then on Saturday.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The visitors with the ball. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Thompson attacking. Can't get it to fall. On the break. This one for 3. Thompson pulls it in. It's a one-on-one situation. The 3. No good on the shot. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play.
You can tell the moment the pass left his hands, he knew he messed up.
Bryant with it. Down low. Smits. Good. Smits has got his second basket of the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And he drives in. Shoots from the elbow. Chalk up 2 there.
So wide open there. He said, why not? That's like a warm-up shot for him.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Tries again, and it's good on the lay-in.
Oh, beating everyone to the ball. Great activity on the offensive glass.
Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. And it's Smits with a rebound. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. To the paint. Here's Poirier. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist. Bryant's got 3 assists in the game.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And he banks in the layup.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Into the lane. Can't connect from short range.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Drops in the layup for 2. The visitors with the ball. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
Goes up on the wing. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Let's go with a 3. Offensive board. Poirier. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Nails it from 3. 7 points in the game.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Lets the 3 fly. Can't get it to go. 3 for 5 shooting so far. Inside. Here's Smits. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Puts up a deep three. And Bryant pulls it down. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Poirier. Hey, expanding his range. The shot off that time. From outside the arc. That's his 4th miss in 7 shots. Here we go, one-on-one. One second left. And it's in! Oh! Nails the buzzer beater! Are you kidding?
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Yeah, it's almost like he's playing with the wristwatch there. He knew the time, he executed.
And so that's the end of the first half. Up 10. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look.
Coin toss. In fact, I'm going to make a prediction. This game goes to the last shot.
Jetstradamus. We're going to have to keep a tally of the Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the visiting team. Thanks as always.
And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. Nico Melli is out there with Hayes. And it's Baldwin in at the 1 spot. And it's Smits with a rebound. Here's Nora. On the wing, Thompson. 18 feet out. He can't get it to go. Pass to Baberovic. Takes a 3. The putback. Poirier with the rebound.
We talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Baldwin. 6 points for him.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Here's Thompson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thompson's got 6.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Here's Baldwin. That one falls.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said, we want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams.
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. Here's Smits. He's got 13. To the right side. Here's Larkin. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Larkin's gotten his 2nd bucket.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
The shot by Melli, no good.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
It's tipped, and they'll keep possession, and that one drops.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. And there's the drive. Larkin passes to Smits. It's hauled in by Baberovic. Hayes for 3. They get it back. Here's Poirier. 6 points for him. To the wing, right side. Nora, no good. Clock Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Baberovic. Now here's Hayes. Out to the right wing. Here's Baldwin. Misses the three. Here's Larkin. Here's Poirier. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Baberovic. He's got 5. Now here's Thompson. To the inside. Here's Smits.
Old team foul. Hayes. Third personal foul. First team foul.
A three from the inbound. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Melly. Pass to Hayes. The 3 ball. Baberovic. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
In BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Baldwin's shot is good.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Larkin passes to Poirier. There's a screen. Takes it inside. Pass to Nora. Tipped. 23 seconds left in the third. To the paint. Thompson with a steal. On the break. Here's Larkin. Up and in on the layup. Larkin's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And I think that play tells you everything you need to know. They're simply playing at a higher level, getting a steal and turning it into quick points.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Up by 15. And right after this, we'll bring you this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. They've got Nico Melli. He's out there with Hayes. And it's Baberovic in a 2-guard.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
So both teams making some changes here. No good on the second free throw. The quick look, no good that time.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Here's Poirier. The layup off target. Covered by Bryant. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the triple.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Smits. On the wing, Bryant lets the three fly. The shot, no good.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Fires from deep. Kept alive.
Away team foul. Number 21. First personal foul, second team foul.
And he makes a first.
At the line for two.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Here's Smits, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
At the line for the away team, Smits shooting.
And the free throw, no good. Stolen by Bryant. Inside, and they're on the break. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Those are the kind of plays that win you games. Really savvy D, and give him credit for looking to go straight up the court with it.
There's the 3. Poirier with the rebound. Poirier's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Bryant, no good. Give him that one. Now shooting 5 for 11 from the floor.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Pass to Smits. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Smits has got 6 points in the quarter.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Lays it up and banks it in. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Who poked away. And here's the fast break. Pass to Melly. Here's Guterich, covered by Bryant. Minute 32 left to play in the 4th quarter.
Whole team foul. First personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Poirier. And he throws it down with one hand. 1:19 left in the 4th quarter. Here's Guterich. That three's off the mark. The importance of getting your 2nd NBA contract is something players often cite. Brent, did you feel that way?
No doubt about it, BA. I mean, it's a stamp of approval that you belong at this level. Of course, it gives you a lot of security for what you want to do for your family and for yourself. But man, that's acknowledgement that all that hard work has paid off.
And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
And the layup is good off the glass. 56 seconds left in the 4th. A shot from the low post is good.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
We're going the other way.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Oh, nice shot by Bryant.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Pass to Smits. Back to Bryant. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Second personal foul, third team foul.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And that one drops.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
And play stops, whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And this is where the power rankings sort of lock in as we begin to look toward the postseason. They're in a bit of a holding pattern, hoping to take that next leap.
When you look at this visiting team, they've been consistent in their approach, and they found consistency in these rankings. Just a real solid club that puts a good product out on the floor.
Here's Melly, pass to Hayes. Here's Baldwin. 6 on the shot clock. Ball stolen. They're running to the left side wing. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Low. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
There's the screen. Here's Baldwin. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And he converts the layup.
Boy, he sure can fill it up. You got to stay in his jersey.
He takes it in. To the wing on the left. Here's Hayes. Oh, good on the triple. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Baldwin. That one's off. Still out of sync. Baldwin's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Here's Hayes. Shot clock at 6. Going in. Oh, Clark!
Oh, my goodness! Are you kidding me? Woo-hoo!
Here's Melly. 7-point differential. Here's the screen. Pass to Baldwin. Jacks up a 3. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Hayes has got his second bucket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Biberovic. Shanla played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
And he jams it with authority.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Biberovic. Still without a basket. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. And it's Hayes in the corner. Pass to Biberovic. From deep. Kept alive. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
That kind of energy and hustle on the glass usually produces good results.
Here's Ward. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
46 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Baldwin the pass to Melly. To the right side. And he stepped in the line, so they turn it over.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Herrera. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first. To the wing right side. Here's Watsura, covered by Hayes. The offensive rebound. With the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Up by 6. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
We've got Colson, and it's Birch in at center. Pass to Colson. A 3. No good that time. Here's Herrera. There's the lob to the hoop. Boom, he jams it straight down.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Out to the right wing. Colson. From outside, off the mark. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. drives in, and he lays it straight in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Gutterich can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to Herrera. The rebound by Colson.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
For three. A three-pointer is right on target.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Plays it up and banks it in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Lets it go with the three. Herrera grabs the board. An even 3-on-3 break. 3-on-3. Lets the three fly. And that one's good. Colson's got himself on the board with three there.
You know, with all that space, it's hard for the defense to stay connected to everybody.
Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Lets it go from deep. Pass to Herrera. 6 to shoot. Sy, the second chance effort. Birch grabs the board.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. It's deflected. By Birch, and it goes down 2 points. 6 points for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And here comes the break. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
With the shot. That shot is no good. And he's 1 for 3 from the floor. Over to the wing. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Herrera, he makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
The ball goes to the away team. Coming onto the floor for your home team, number 13, Tarek Iberinic.
Shot from the inbound. Pass to Wachera. Knocked away. Out to the right wing. Here's Herrera. Three-pointer. A shot by Wachera. No good. Got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Up by 16. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
How about the points in the paint? Clearly, they made it a priority coming in. and it's paying dividends, Ernie.
Yeah, I remember those days.
And let's move on to the race for... And that'll do it for...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've got Baldwin, and it's Hayes in at the 3 spot. Lowe drains it from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Melly. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Melly's got his second basket of the night.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
We've got Hayes, and it's Baldwin in at the 1.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
We've got Baldwin, and it's Melly in at the 4.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Baldwin looking for the opening. To the middle. Dismissed. And it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
To your home team.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And no good.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Pass to Melly. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. That shot missing. Covered by Hayes. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. He gets it in there. He's got 15.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Biberovic. Still scoreless. And the 3 ball is good.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Fires the 3. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Fires the 3. It's not going to go for him.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks. 1:16 left in the third. Here's Herrera. Drills it from outside. Herrera's got his third basket of the night right there.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Here's Melly. Back to Hayes. Just 5 on the clock. From down low. He can't get it to go.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And that one's good by Herrera.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
Driving inside. A shot by Biberovic, no good. Biberovic has gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. It's tipped. Plays it up and off the glass. He's got 8.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Now for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserve more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
Here's Herrera. Tips it. It's good on the putback. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
A shot by Biberovic, no good. Here's Herrera. Clock at 4. And it's Melly with the rebound. Here's Biberovic. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, huh, with that emphatic slam.
And guys, that'll get his heart rate up a little bit, I can tell you that. Watch out, he can be a dangerous player when his motor is revved up that way.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Here's Baldwin. And the shot goes down.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Here's Biberovic. Shoots the 3. That one doesn't go. Biberovic has gone 3 of 9 shooting. Inside. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
The shot that time, not on target. Here's Baldwin. Offensive rebound. The shot, no good. Here's Hayes. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
1:41 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Makes it off the glass.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Here's Ward. Hayes, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
What hustle on the offensive glass, finding ways to capitalize, paying off that hard work.
Here's Melly, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
Back to Hayes. And he banks in the layup.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Hits it from three-point range.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Got a piece of it. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And, you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Clock at 6. Fires from deep. No good there. And no one able to grab it as it goes out of bounds.
Away team ball.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a...
You